you're looking for a new TV show to watch, you have many choices. Based on the shows we've seen, I will count down the top 10 new TV shows of 2019 that are available to watch right now. To qualify, the TV series must be scripted and must have broadcast the premiere of their first episode since last year's video. Let's get started. Starting off our countdown at number 10 is Jet. Having been broadcast on the Cinemax network, this action crime drama stars Carla Gugino. Her character, Daisy Jet Kowalski, is a world-class thief just out of prison who is forced back into a life of crime by a group of dangerous and ruthless criminals. Jet is action-packed, the humor is dark, and features a fantastic supporting cast, which includes Giancarlo Esposito. At this time, Cinemax has yet to announce if Jet will be coming back for a second season. On Becoming a God in Central Florida takes the number 9 spot. This dark comedy on Showtime is set in the early 1990s in the Orlando area and stars Kirsten Dunst. Her character, Crystal Stubbs, is a minimum wage earning water park employee who is determined to make a better life for her family. In doing so, she lies, schemes, and cons her way up the ranks of a cultish multi-billion-dollar pyramid scheme. On Becoming a God in Central Florida is filled with characters that feel like they've been ripped from a Coen Brothers movie. It's highly entertaining, and Dunst plays her role perfectly. There's been no word yet from Showtime if this series will be renewed for a second season. Coming in at number 8 is the Netflix original, Dead to Me. This dark comedy drama stars Christina Applegate as Jen and Linda Cardellini as Judy. Jen is a recently widowed real estate agent who is determined to solve her husband's hit-and-run murder. Trying to come to terms with her loss, Jen meets Judy at a support group who's grieving the loss of her fiancé who died of a heart attack. While the two women become unlikely friends, Judy keeps a dark secret from Jen that could destroy her life as she knows it. Dead to Me has been renewed by Netflix, with 10 new episodes expected sometime in 2020. In at number 7 is the comedy drama Russian Doll. This Netflix original stars Natasha Lyonne as Nadia. The series follows Nadia at a seemingly inescapable party where she is the guest of honor in New York City, who ends up in a strange loop where she dies repeatedly, always ending up at the same moment of the party. Although the premise for this show is not original, it takes the Groundhog Day concept and turns it up to 11 with inventive writing that never repeats itself, along with a masterful performance by Lyonne. Netflix has renewed Russian Doll for a second season. The release date has not been announced yet. Coming in at number 6 is the fantasy drama Good Omens, which is based on the novel of the same name by Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman. Available on Amazon Prime, the 6-episode miniseries is a co-production between BBC Studios and Amazon Studios. The series follows a demon named Crowley, played by David Tennant, and the angel Aziraphale, played by Michael Sheen. Being longtime friends, they seek to prevent the coming of the Antichrist and Armageddon. Tennant and Sheen have amazing on-screen chemistry. They're joined by a stellar supporting cast, which includes Jon Hamm, Michael McKean, and many others, along with Frances McDormand as the narrator of the series. After watching Good Omens, you'll wish that it wasn't limited to just one season. What We Do in the Shadows takes the number 5 spot. This mockumentary comedy horror series on the FX network is based on the film of the same name. It follows vampires living in New York City who have been housemates for hundreds of years. Based on the premise, I went into watching the show thinking it would be terrible. To my surprise, the lesser-known cast is great, the writing is intelligent, and the jokes are absurdly funny. It gets better with each episode, and I want more of it. Thankfully, FX has renewed What We Do in the Shadows for a 10-episode second season, which will debut in 2020. In at number 4 is the Netflix original When They See Us. This 4-part drama miniseries is based on the true events of the 1989 Central Park jogger case, in which 5 teens from Harlem were accused of a brutal attack none of them committed. It has since received 11 nominations for the Primetime Emmy Awards, including Outstanding Limited Series and acting nominations for several of the cast. For those times when you need a hard-hitting drama that pulls no punches, When They See Us should be on your watch list. Now for the top 3, and coming in at number 3 is Warrior. This action-packed martial arts drama, appearing on Cinemax, is based on an original concept by Bruce Lee and was created by Jonathan Tropper, who also created Banshee, another hit series previously on Cinemax. Warrior is set in San Francisco, California during the brutal Tong Wars of the late 1870s. It follows a martial arts prodigy who immigrates from China in search of his sister and ends up becoming a hatchet man for one of the most powerful Tongs in Chinatown. In addition to the high-energy fight scenes, the story is fast-paced with great characters. Cinemax quickly renewed Warrior for a second season to premiere sometime in early 2020. In the runner-up spot at number 2 is The Boys. The superhero series on Amazon Prime Video is based on the comic book of the same name. It's about a group of vigilantes that fight back against corrupt superheroes who abuse their abilities. The Boys is full of action, dark satire, and enough plot twists to keep you glued to your screen. The casting for the show is nearly perfect and includes Anthony Starr, who played the lead in the aforementioned Banshee. Ahead of its premiere, Amazon renewed The Boys for a second season. No release date has been announced yet. Before we get to the top pick, let's quickly go through some of the other TV shows released this year that may be worth your time to watch. Afterlife on Netflix. Also on Netflix, The Umbrella Academy. Doom Patrol on DC Universe. Hannah on Amazon Prime Video. On Netflix, Sex Education. The HBO drama Euphoria. Love, Death and Robots on Netflix. And Mrs. Wilson on BBC One in the UK and PBS in the United States. Let's head back to the countdown. Coming in at number 1, the best new TV show of 2019 is Chernobyl. This 5-part miniseries on HBO is a historical drama that was created and written by Craig Mazin. Fun fact, it's the same person that also wrote The Hangover Part 2 and The Hangover Part 3. Go figure. Chernobyl tells the story of the biggest nuclear disaster in Soviet history and the aftermath that followed. It details how pure incompetence and bureaucratic cover-ups can make a terrible situation worse. It features fantastic performances from Jared Harris, Stellan Skarsgård, and Emily Watson. Not only is Chernobyl the best new series of this year, it just may be one of the best shows of all time. Thanks for watching. If this video helped you to find something new to watch, give it a thumbs up. What is your favorite new TV show of 2019? Let us know about it in the comments. And if you're new to this channel, subscribe and click the bell to stay up to date with the latest top 10s and other tech-related stuff here on Tech Gumbo.